Imagine this. It's the middle of the night. The world is asleep, and suddenly you find yourself awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. The silence is profound, the darkness thick, and yet there you are, alert, with your mind racing, your thoughts whispering for attention. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Why in the stillness of the early morning your spirit feels more awake, your mind clearer, and your body restless? It's not a coincidence. It's an invitation. An invitation from the universe, from your inner self, or perhaps even from the divine, urging you to stop, to listen, and to pay attention. This isn't just about waking up in the middle of the night. It's about waking up to something deeper, something that's been waiting for you to notice. The early morning hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are often called the sacred hours. The time when you are closest to your spiritual core, when your mind is most open to clarity, and when your body is transitioning into a new phase of energy. So, what do you do when you wake up during these hours? Well, let me share with you 3 powerful things you can do that could change everything. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is often regarded as a deeply spiritual experience. For centuries, people from various cultures, religions, and traditions have placed significance on the early morning hours, believing that this time holds unique opportunities for connection with the divine. Many see it as a moment when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest. During this sacred time, it is believed that your spirit is more awake, more attuned to the divine presence, and more capable of receiving guidance or insight. When you wake up in the stillness of the night, you are not alone. In that moment, God's voice may be calling you. It is a time when the distractions of the world are silenced, and you are left with a clear path to listen and commune with the Creator. It is during these early morning hours that our souls are especially sensitive, and the stillness around us amplifies our ability to tune into what is most important. The world is asleep. The hustle and bustle of daily life is absent, and the noise of the day has yet to intrude upon the quiet. In these precious hours, your spirit has the freedom to rise above the burdens and distractions of everyday life. It is almost as if the noise of the world is shut out and your soul is left in a place of restfulness where it can hear the faint whispers of divine guidance. For those who wake up during this sacred time, it is an invitation to draw nearer to God. When the body is still and the mind is quiet, your spirit is most open to hearing God's voice. This is the time to seek Him in prayer. It's not merely a time of asking or requesting, but a time of being present before God. It is a moment when we can lift our hearts in gratitude, seeking not just what we want, but also desiring to know His will for our lives. You see, in that stillness, you become more aware of God's presence, more receptive to His peace, and more attuned to His purposes. During these hours, there is a profound opportunity for a spiritual awakening. It is when we become more aware of the deeper things that God is trying to communicate with us. For some, this is the time to receive clarity on decisions, direction for their lives, or even comfort during times of struggle. It is when your spirit aligns with the purpose for which you were created. The busyness of life often drowns out the still small voice, But in the quiet of these hours, we can hear more clearly what God is speaking into our lives. The early morning hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are particularly significant because they represent the time of day when the body is transitioning between sleep cycles and when the mind is naturally more receptive. This unique timing offers a higher level of spiritual awareness, where your mind, free from the confusion of the day's pressures, is clear and focused. It's a time when the spirit is eager, but the body is still recovering from rest, which enables it to respond more actively to spiritual nudges. This is also a time when prayer is more powerful. When you wake in the middle of the night, your prayer life takes on a new depth. It isn't just a mechanical habit, but rather an intimate communion. It's an invitation to pour your heart out to God and to listen with a heightened awareness of His presence. The quiet of the early morning allows us to pray without distractions, to simply sit in the presence of the divine and speak what is on our hearts without interruption. It's a moment to reflect on God's goodness, to meditate on His Word, and to ask Him to speak into our lives in a way that we would not hear during the busyness of the day. This time also brings an awareness of the importance of spiritual discipline. As we wake during the early hours, it offers a chance to establish a routine of dedicating part of our day to God. Many believe that when we rise early to seek God, it becomes a powerful act of obedience, surrender, and devotion. It's a conscious decision to place God first in our lives. Even before we begin our work, our responsibilities, or the tasks of the day, the effort to rise early, despite the physical weariness, is seen as an offering of devotion, a way to honor God with the first fruits of the day. During this quiet time, we can reflect on the deeper issues of life. Our minds, free from the usual distractions, can focus on understanding the purpose of our existence, seeking answers to life's toughest questions, or finding peace in moments of turmoil. It is a sacred time to process emotions, let go of burdens, and surrender worries into the hands of the One who cares for us. When you wake up during these hours, it isn't just a random event. It is a spiritual opportunity to come closer to the divine and connect with a higher calling. It is a time for seeking renewal, understanding, and healing, both spiritually and emotionally. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is not just about being awake, it is about being spiritually awakened. It is an invitation to experience the presence of God in a deeper, more meaningful way. It is a time to draw closer to Him through prayer, reflection, and quiet meditation. It is a moment when God's voice can be heard clearly, and when the Spirit is free to listen, understand, and grow. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. can be seen as more than just an accidental disruption of sleep. It often marks a time when the body is naturally shifting between sleep cycles, particularly during the transition between the deeper stages of rest and the lighter stages. This natural rhythm plays a significant role in how our bodies function and react to these hours of wakefulness. As your body moves through different stages of sleep, each phase contributes to physical and mental rejuvenation. The quiet early hours provide a unique opportunity to respond to your body's internal signals in a way that can help to re-establish balance and reset your system for the day ahead. The human body operates on a circadian rhythm, the 24-hour internal clock that governs not only our sleep, but also the release of various hormones, body temperature, and other essential functions. This rhythm works in harmony with the natural environment, regulating when we feel alert or sleepy based on external cues, such as light. During the night, your body goes through several stages of sleep, including deep sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, and lighter stages of rest. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., you may be transitioning from one of the deeper stages of sleep into a lighter stage, or preparing for the final stretch before waking. These stages are crucial for your physical well-being because deep sleep is when the body repairs itself, consolidates memories, and strengthens the immune system. When you wake up during this time, your body's transition can result in physical sensations such as a groggy feeling or even a heightened sense of clarity, depending on where you are in your sleep cycle. This is where understanding your body's natural rhythms can help guide how you respond. If you wake up feeling restless or uneasy, it's likely that you've been in a deep sleep cycle and are now being stirred from it. On the other hand, waking up during a lighter stage of sleep may leave you feeling more alert and mentally clear. This can be the perfect opportunity to tap into the quiet moments of the early morning and use them for personal reflection, meditation, or prayer. The mind also functions differently during these hours. During deep sleep, the brain is focused on consolidating memories and processing information from the day. But when you wake up during this transition period, your mind may be in a more receptive state. The quiet and stillness of the early morning hours allow you to focus more clearly on your thoughts and emotions without the distractions that typically come with the bustle of the day. This mental clarity can be a great time to engage in activities such as journaling, planning, or creative thinking. During these hours, the world is at rest, and there is less external noise competing for your attention. The distractions of daily life, the rush of responsibilities, and the endless flow of information are absent. This allows the mind to enter a state where it can process more deeply, consider different perspectives, and even unlock hidden thoughts or memories that are usually overshadowed by the demands of the day. When you wake up at this time, it's as if the fog of the world lifts, and the mind, free from distraction, can access a more profound clarity. This makes it an ideal moment to reflect on challenges, personal growth, or to seek answers to important questions. Many people have experienced a flood of inspiration or the sudden arrival of creative ideas in the stillness of these early hours. Whether you are an artist, a writer, or simply someone seeking guidance in their personal life, these early morning moments can offer a new sense of purpose or direction. Often, what feels like a breakthrough is simply the quiet mind being able to connect the dots in ways that weren't possible when the mind was preoccupied with the noise and busyness of the day. It's during these moments that people report coming up with ideas that they may not have considered when they were busy or distracted. The mind's heightened clarity allows thoughts and insights to emerge naturally, almost as if the mind is being guided from a higher source. For those seeking spiritual guidance, These hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. can be viewed as a time of direct communion with the divine. For many, it's the quietest time of day, making it a prime opportunity for prayer, meditation, and connection with God. It is during this sacred hour that many people believe they can hear divine instructions or gain clarity about their spiritual journey. The peaceful atmosphere fosters a deeper connection to God, allowing individuals to open their hearts and listen with greater attentiveness. It is said that in these hours, the mind is particularly receptive to divine whispers, and any confusion or doubt can be replaced with divine insight and peace. The state of mind in the early hours of the morning also plays a role in bringing clarity to unresolved matters in life. Waking up during this time can help clear the mental fog that builds up during the day, giving you a fresh perspective on challenges or decisions you face. This newfound clarity can be incredibly helpful when navigating difficult situations, relationships, or personal goals. Sometimes, solutions to problems that seemed insurmountable during the day become crystal clear in the early hours, as if the mind, free from the burden of distractions, is finally able to see the way forward. Journaling is often encouraged during these early hours, as it can help capture the thoughts and insights that arise in the quiet. Writing down your thoughts can serve as a powerful tool for reflection and personal growth. Whether it's a prayer, an idea, a realization, or a vision, documenting these moments allows you to revisit them later, providing clarity and direction as you move forward. Many individuals find that when they wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., they are given the opportunity to process their thoughts, record divine revelations, or make decisions that will shape their path. These reflections, when recorded, serve as touchstones for future growth or guidance. It's important to note that these early morning hours don't always guarantee a profound breakthrough or moment of clarity. However, they do create the conditions that increase the likelihood of receiving inspiration. The quiet, the stillness, and the sense of being spiritually attuned all contribute to making these hours more receptive to deeper understanding and insight. What may seem like a random or even frustrating wake-up is actually an invitation to listen closely, reflect deeply, and write down what you hear. Whether it's a new idea, a spiritual insight, or simply a peaceful moment that allows for mental clarity, in these early morning moments, the mind is often at its most open, receptive, and ready to receive insight, whether it's a solution to a problem, a message from the divine, or a fresh creative idea. By using this time intentionally, you open yourself to experiencing a deeper level of understanding and growth, allowing you to move forward with renewed purpose and clarity. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is far from just an accidental disturbance. It is an opportunity, a sacred invitation to connect with your spirit, your mind, and a higher purpose. During these early hours, your body is naturally transitioning through sleep cycles, and your mind is more receptive to clarity and divine inspiration. It is a time to listen closely to the voice within, reflect on your path, and seek answers that may be hidden in the busyness of the day. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or simply being present, these hours are a gift that allow you to reset, realign, and tap into a deeper understanding of yourself and your life's purpose. As you wake up during these precious hours, remember to embrace the moment with intention. Listen to your spirit, nourish your body, and allow your mind to receive inspiration and clarity that can guide you to new heights. It's not just about waking up early, but about using this time to connect with something greater, something transformative, and something deeply personal. Good luck on your journey of discovery and growth. May these early mornings bring you peace, inspiration, and the clarity you seek. Thank you for your time and for embracing the power of this sacred hour. May you find purpose and direction in the quiet moments, and may they lead you to incredible breakthroughs.